All right. Now, a few days ago, precisely on the 22nd of May 2023, the Dangote Oil Refinery was launched. It was commissioned, it was inaugurated, and everyone in Nigeria was there. Well, not everyone, but every politician, the who is who in Nigeria, those who contested the elections, those who lost, those who won, everybody was there for the launching or commissioning of the Dangote Oil Refinery. It's an interesting thing. And then I remember hearing one of the people who were interviewed say, this is like a miracle. What government cannot do, one person has done. And the whole government ran there to go celebrate with the guy. Well, I don't blame them. They are private individuals with their private businessmen who are going to be making money. These politicians, they're all private businessmen. And in one way or another, they're going to invest, or they've already invested, and going to be making profit from the refining of crude that's going to be done. But it's interesting to know, the cost of setting up the refinery is about $19 billion. $19 billion. And the land, or where the size of the refinery is about 6 times the size of Victoria Island. That's what that's huge. That's massive. $19 billion. Now check this out. Nigeria is indebted. Our debt profile is about $100 billion. Our debt profile is about $100 billion. That means we have 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria. If you share our debt profile to the 6 zones in Nigeria, $100 billion would have, well, 6 zones sharing $100 billion. You can understand. It means Dangote alone can afford to own 1 geopolitical zone in Nigeria. Yes, that's what it means. And this is striking. This is interesting. It's interesting because if we're in so much debt and we have so much potential and capacity, individuals in this country have so much capacity, why are we in so much debt? Why? 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 The obvious solution, because it appears that government cannot refine fuel. It's impossible now. It will take a miracle for the government of Nigeria to refine fuel, because we've been repairing refineries since the refineries started working. Refineries ain't working in Nigeria. And government cannot repair or maintain these refineries. But individuals can. And then the government says they've given out over 20 licenses for people to build refineries. So here we go. Here we go. Billions of dollars, more dollars are going to be pumped in. And these companies, these industries, private owned industries, are going to be paying taxes to the government. These private industries are not just, and you guess what? The Nigerian National Petroleum Company, NPC, also has a stake in the Dangote oil. So there's a good deal there. There's a good deal there. The government does a good deal by, trying to get a stake in what's going on in the companies that are being given licenses and all that. But the point I'm trying to make is this: if the government has failed to live up to its responsibility that it took up upon itself, and then now individuals are going to be building refineries and solving the problem, it means less problem for Nigeria. Less problem in the sense that our debts are going to be paid quickly this time, because we're going to be making more money to pay them. Because since the subsidy is going to be removed, it's been removed already, we have more money to pay our debts. So less problems for the Nigerian people or the Nigerian government. It means no excuses. We cannot have excuses anymore. No excuses. If you fail because you cannot manage the country. So no excuses. No excuses. And I wish I had $20 billion, I would have built a refinery. I want to encourage those who do have, let's build refineries. Solve the problem of fuel for Nigeria. Because, really, how much do we contribute to climate change? They say, well, it's because of fossil fuel, the climate change and all that, blah, blah, blah. But how much do we contribute to climate change? How much do we contribute? What's our emission quota? How much? And then even the other sources of energy, solar energy, the batteries that are going to be used to power houses and inverters, those also pose serious risk to the environment. So while we can use the resources that we can get from crude oil, let's make good use of it. And yes, they say, well, the oil boom is going. Well, if the oil boom is going, it means that, what that means is that less revenue is going to be coming into the government purse from export of crude oil. If that's the case, let's refine our crude and sell it to ourselves and use it. Allow the people refine. Now, the second point is that not just big companies doing this, give licenses to modular refineries, smaller refineries. We can stop the problem that's happening in Niger Delta where there's oil spillage left, right, and center because people are breaking pipelines just to refine crude and sell at black market price. If we can do this, let people, these young men who are into oil bunkering, get them engaged, require them to form unions, companies, and give licenses to them to start modular refining. Let them start modular refining. Like we did for amnesty. Tell them to come out of the jungle, come out of the creeks, and you give them in groups. Give them in groups licenses. They have the money because they've been doing bunkering and they have the money. So give them in groups licenses to start modular refining. Those who send them there, well, the politicians know those who send them into the creeks to go do bunkering because the politicians are making money from bunkering also. That's the truth. The crime will not be bringing so much money if people in power are not supporting it or benefiting from it. So those in power know those who are sponsoring or who are doing the oil bunkering. Give them licenses. Let it not be illegal anymore. And we can stop this problem solved because in Nigeria, everything in Nigeria rises and falls on the price of crude oil, on the price of fuel. So yeah, that's my point on this. This is my thoughts on this issue. Let more licenses be given to people, especially those who do oil bunkering. Let them have the licenses to, refine crude and make it cheap, make it easier for us to access. Well, until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, share the video. Precious Eda is my name. Talk is cheap. God bless you. Ciao.